know that 50 million views, 3 podcasts that team presenting on Yahoo, Joe, TalkSport, and more. He's taking his brand new show, Football and Fatherhood, to the Fringe this year. His only downside is that he's a Crystal Palace fan. I'm interviewing Jim Daly today. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. That's not bad as that episode goes, is it? It
could be a lot worse. It could be worse. It could be like Wayne Henderson.
Exactly. We don't want to go there.
No. You've got this new show, but obviously I imagine you've spent years doing sort of gigs and other kind of things. Do you have any particular crazy stories, like a heckler or a show that's gone very wrong?
I've never had any bad episodes. My first ever gig. Probably my worst gig. You know, normally comedians are really great first gig. They get the buzz for it, and that's like gets me into it. My first gig was at a gig called Pear-Shaped Comedy at the Fitzroy Tavern near Tony Hall Road. I think it's still going, but it's billed as like the worst open mic night in London.
Yeah.
Lots of people, new people try out there, so it's like perfect for me. When I went down, the promoter, who was sort of known for being a bit odd, and the open mic night is a headliner towards the end of the first half and the headliner at the end, so it can double up. And that headliner is Robert White, who's been on Great Scott Planet. Amazing. He started doing a song about the promoter and like taking a piss. And the promoter started shouting back, "No, you can't say that." And everyone in the audience was like, "It's a great bit they're doing." And then after 30 seconds I was like, "Oh, it's not a bit, they're having a full on argument."
Oh wow.
Robert packs up his thing and says, "Well, F you, I'm leaving." And the promoter's like, "Yeah, F you." And then the MC's like, "Well, we've got 3 minutes. Off his first gig with Jim Daly." So it's the worst
It's a great crowd to go into. It's a great crowd.
The most dead atmosphere ever. And of course, I wasn't. Now, as an experienced comedian, you'd play on that and you'd use it on your side. I was so new and nervous, like playing guitar. Like, I can do like 3 chords at max.
Yeah.
So I'm like nervously playing guitar and doing a terrible song. It was the worst thing. And 2 mates came. I can still see this. It's scorched into my brain of them hiding behind the tables at the back of the room, so I couldn't see it. It was the worst death anyone's ever had in comedy. For some reason, something made me want to go back. I don't know what it is.
Well, I mean, I suppose if you take the kind of mindset of it can only get better.
Yeah, exactly.
Then
I've never had one worse. I don't think.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my worst ever gig. And yeah, if I never have a gig like that again, I'll be happy.
So your advice to perhaps an aspiring comedian might be, don't go on after that headline and row.
I should have just left. Yeah. I should have just left. Because there are so many great open mic nights in London where you can start off with really like normal audiences, and there are lots of great places and so many people. Great first gig, and they get the buzz for it and they carry on. But if it does go that badly, you pick yourself up, you crack on. That's what comedy is. It's just going with the highs and the lows, it's just going and going and going.
Yeah. Have you ever done a gong show?
I've never done a gong show.
No.
So I name dropped time, here we go, big clan. I got to know Doc Brown quite well through Palace at Palace level. And I said to him, I think like doing a gong show, and he was like, well, I've never done a gong show. And I was like, well, you're amazing and doing brilliant. He was like, I just think they're unnecessarily horrible. And some comedians thrive in that environment, but I knew from the very start that wasn't me.
Yeah.
My show at the moment is a very gentle show, so I just like wouldn't. So I've never done it. No, and I don't. Maybe I should have done. Maybe I shouldn't have done. But I knew it's not my environment.
It's like constant pressure of like very like sitcom-esque, but you need to hit a joke every time.
You need to be someone that does like really like tight one-liners, bang bang bang, or someone that just like loves the anonymity of the audience and brings them on side and can win them round and stuff. And I know so many comedians that are good at that. It's just not me.
Yeah. Obviously, as well as your comedy, you've got 3 podcasts. You've got Blank. You've got the Crystal Palace one. What's your team? I've been listening to some of your interviews and you've interviewed David Barber, Nick Offerman, and then you've got football and Gary and Patrick Vieira. Is there an interview that sort of stands out to you?
I mean, we've been so lucky. Like, so I do Blank with a friend called Giles Taylor, which is a children's author, and he's got a big following on social media, so we get those guests. And they're all lovely, almost to a man and woman. They're all just like lovely people.
Yeah.
And so it's always a very affirming experience and uplifting and just lovely. The one that stands out though, really, and someone asked me about this recently, is David Harewood, the actor.
Oh yeah.
Plays in Soccer Red and Girl and stuff. Like, really nice guy. And it was a really, really raw episode, and he just done a documentary about having a mental breakdown. And so we talked about that. He really opened up about a really, really raw moment in his life. because he's so charismatic. He just brought me into it, and we were all crying for most of the podcast. It was so raw and open, but a really lovely moment. Done over Zoom as well, so it proves you can develop those connections over Zoom. And my heart broke for him, but at the same time I was falling in love with him, which is mad. And so that always sticks to me. And all the big names have been great. Stephen Fry was lovely. John Ronson was our first one, absolutely lovely. So they've all been great, but the David Harewood one, just like it got me on a sort of raw sort of level, and it's never left me.
I always associate, for some reason, never for any fact-based logic, the press always say he's going to be the next Doctor Who.
Right, yeah.
And so I remember even when I was younger and I'd never seen anything he was in, I always knew of him as the guy who was like maybe going to be the next Doctor.
In the same way that Idris Elba is like always next Bond. Yeah.
Obviously another sort of aspect of your career is you've got the songs and the sort of sketches you do about football on TikTok and YouTube. Some of my personal, I like the band from the people.
Yeah, they're fun.
They're really good. Do you remember what sort of your first one to go like mega viral was?
That is such a good question. So I started doing YouTube in 2011, so about 11 years ago. I think the first one that went viral at the time, I think about 10,000 views, was a parody of Wayne Rooney getting a haircut to It's All Coming Back to Me Now by Celine Dion, which was actually my mate Andy's idea. I should say that, my mate Andy's very, but I then wrote it and recorded it and stuff, and that was the first one where I was like, oh okay, these hit a nerve and people like them and stuff. I then did quite a few more that did not hit the heights of that at all, and it wasn't until about 2015 that the challenge started picking up, when I started doing the 92 English Club Stop, the tune of Really Start the Fire by Billy Joel, and that just seemed to, my theory behind that was, if I mentioned every single football team, every single football fan is going to have to watch it
to see their team.
Yeah, that's been amazing, and obviously being able to do it every season as well is a nice little boost for it. So that's been really lovely. But all the songs, really, that first feeling with the Wayne Rooney one was lovely. But even now, when the song goes out and people like it, it's still the same feeling. It's nice that people like the silliness that you do and feel connected to it. So that never really goes away.
I'm a fan of your Marley.
Yeah, that did well, didn't it? That did really well, yeah. I think as well, like, there's a few bands, anything ABBA, that's well. So the Mamadou Sakho one, which is Waterloo, again. Anything ABBA, the Billy Joel one, because people just know we're going to start the fight, even if they don't even know it's Billy Joel, they just know it. So, but yeah, and if I'm ever struggling, I'm like, I just do an ABBA song.
Yeah.
And people like it.
Simpler question for you. If you had to pick a favourite comedian, there's obviously so many, and I know you know a lot personally, but if you had to pick one.
I mean, obviously Doc Brown, like, again, clang, but when I was starting out doing parody songs, or comedy songs, which I still do, he was obviously the king of comedy rap. So he was very much what I looked up to massively. I still do a song that I started out doing comedy, the veggie rap, vegetarian rap, which he like, I was basically trying to be him. But he's just so multi-talented as well. He's brilliant. I really love an American comedian called Dimitri Martin. I don't know if anyone's heard of him. Again, very silly, lots of wordplay, very, very silly. Me and my brother, when we were younger, used to listen to his specials on CD, and they were very good. So those are probably the two biggest influences, I'd say. But I just like meeting other comedians at my kind of level. There are that many things, a lot of people at my level. And I'm always very inspired by like seeing the shows they're doing at the Fringe and stuff, and just seeing them crack on and do well. That's always, and there's so many. What's been really refreshing is when I get into comedy, I thought there's gonna be a lot of egos. There's gonna be a lot of like Tuscan and green rooms and stuff. I've really not had that very much. Mostly people really nice. Artists are very inward, aren't we? And we're a bit more socially awkward and care about what we do, and so actually most of them are just quite sweet like that. So that was a really nice, refreshing thing about comedy. Mostly, you get a few weirdos. You get that in any society. Mostly people are really sweet, so that's really nice.
I always find Doc Brown very interesting because I think he's one of the ones where he's done quite a lot of stuff in children's TV as well, and so he tends to be one of those comedians where, without even realising it, he's one of the ones that most children know from like the it's like it's just about doing
he did the 4 o'clock club, didn't he? But he's just so good. He's just, anything he turns his hand to, not only can he do it, he can do it to an incredibly professional, brilliant level, and people like that don't come along very often. And he's also one of the nicest guys I've ever met. And again, those combos, normally there's something wrong, and he's really good looking. He's just got everything. How dare he?
Okay, this one might be a slightly tougher question.
Okay.
You're known for being a Crystal Palace fan, so where do you think you'll finish in the league table this season?
That is a tough question. I think we'll be okay. We've had a weird pre-season where half our team on with the other half for various reasons.
Yeah.
We made some good signings. Last year was a great season. It was so enjoyable. I remember going to games. There was one game we were home to Leicester. We played brilliant in the first half, and we were somehow 2-0 down at half time. It was bizarre. Yeah, Vardy got a quick one, and in past Palace games, and I've supported them through going through administration twice, like multiple relegations. Previous Palace teams, you'd be like, we might as well go home. We're going to lose this 4-0, and I just knew we were going to come back, and I never have that as Palace. And the second half came back and drew 2-2. And there's a real joyous thing happening at Palace at the moment. There's real resilience and great football. Players like Michael Elise and Ebreze, unbelievable talent.
I think Vieira's good as well.
Vieira's he's almost like the things just bring them all together. And I got to interview him before Christmas, and he's so cool. He's the coolest guy I've ever met. He's just got so much charisma about him. I had really, I'm not joking this, but really bad gastroenteritis before interview, and I nearly cancelled. And the foundation said, just come along fine. I emojiumed up to my eyeballs, and then I was interviewing Vieira, and of course at the end he goes to do a high five, and I was like, well, I can't, if I touch him, I might pass on the gastroenteritis. If Vieira isn't manager on Sunday because he's got the shits, it's because of me. So in the end I had to do a fist bump. We had a weird hand fist bump.
Yeah.
Thankfully, he took an strike to the coolest man in the world. So I got to fist bump out of Vieira, but I was really terrified that I was going to make him and the entire first team squad sick. It'd be like the Spurs lasagna thing for a couple of years.
Yeah. But it's a great stand-up series.
Yeah, true. True, I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, it is. But yeah, he's. I think you're right. He is the thing at the moment that's bringing everything together. It's a good time to be Palace fan. It will end somewhere. We'll go down. We'll be rubbish again. Right now, we're just trying to enjoy being a Palace fan. We'll see how long it takes us.
Okay, so just to end the video, I would really sort of like to just be able to show you one of my videos, if that's okay. I work really hard on this. I'd say this one's probably my best video.
Building up a bit.
Yeah, I mean it's nothing really. I just blood, sweat, and tears went into it. It's just okay. So we're just.
Yeah, it's I can tell you worked hard on that.
Yeah.
It's good. Keep going.
So if you had to give out of 10,
I don't even think it's so good. I'm not sure if it deserves a number. So I think maybe just going to give it the Batman series.
No, that's so weird because that's what they all say. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Jim, for joining me today. You can get tickets for Jim's Edinburgh Film Show, Fatherhood and Football down in the links in the description. And if you go and see it, I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you.
I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.
That was great. Thank you. Was that okay at the end?
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, I've watched all 4 Twilight movies. I think 80s rock bands are pretty groovy. I make edgy jokes about society whilst being careful not to offend anybody. And yeah, darling, when I look in your eye, I really think that you should follow my Spotify. Yeah, baby.